Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Kicking It 316. On tonight's show, we'll start off as usual with our kick it or pass it. Then we get into the it portion. That's the meat of the show. We're going to deal with a couple of subjects. First, we'll do our Memorial Day highlight, talk about the NBA playoffs, step into some crowd control, what's been going on in these arenas, and then also Ronald Green, a little Black Lives Matter. Thanks again for tuning in. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Kicking it. Yo.
That was dry. That was dry.
I didn't even know it was that.
Let me put a little.
What's up, everybody, man?
Let me set the mood. I'm sorry. You got grab. You're a fan.
DJ got little ones and twos.
Yo, that was a little
Ted,
dry.
if I could just say, man, your backdrop, man, it's hidden, man. It's looking good, man. I'm feeling it, man.
I'm working on it, brother. Working on it. Trying to catch up, man. You know, I don't have the what's the name of the company?
Texture, a little texture.
I don't have the texture connection, you know, to come in and, you know, get the professional touch. So I just gotta look at see, you know, what texture does with your stuff, and then, you know, try to add my own little flair to it, man. One day when I grow up.
We got packages, man. We got packages, man. We'll come to a pop cup, man.
Hey, I told Texture, man, I got to talk to her husband because, you know, we got to get this thing set up right,
Yo,
boy.
she is the best in the business.
She is a
We need to bring her on.
beast.
We need to actually bring her on.
We do. We just gotta bring on the kids too.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Gio, man, what's good with you, man? What's been up, man?
Man, looks like I'm just chilling. Hold on one second. This thing is acting up already.
Okay, why you on the ones and twos? KP, man, what's going on with you, man?
What's good, y'all? It's good to be back. Good to be back, man. I've been on hiatus. It's good to be back. Thank you for welcoming me back with open arms.
Oh yeah.
Glad to be kicking it. It's been busy, man. As you can see, I don't even got nothing on the screen behind me. That's just how crazy it is right now. I couldn't find my phone I used for my camera just now. I go in the room. Carson's got it in her bed under her blanket watching shows. It's real out here, man. But shout out to my wife, man. Let me just do that real quick. Shout out to my wife. Our anniversary was that 6 days ago. Her birthday was yesterday. On Saturday. And you know, the only reason I'm ever able to get on the show is because she's holding it down. This is bedtime, so shout out to her.
Big
I'm
shout
back,
out,
man.
Happy anniversary to y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Happy
How many years has
anniversary.
it been, KP?
What's that?
How many years?
We just made 7 years, man.
You see how he said the
Ooh.
WhatsApp so he can, you know, count them up real
You
quick?
so dumb.
What you say?
Happy anniversary.
Hey,
though,
it's
Happy
good.
anniversary.
It's good, baby. You guys are bringing up. That's crazy because I've been married for 9 years. Y'all got a dang near tribe.
Bro.
Put in that work.
Yep.
It's a twin.
All righty.
Faithful to the word.
Listen, man, be fruitful and multiply. That's what the word says.
Man.
We-
You need to go to church, man.
We talked about whether or not we were going to have the show. You know, it's Memorial Day.
Oh.
Barbecues are lit right now. Plates is full. Weight is being gained. But we said we'll come on here, man.
What was the menu like? What was
and
the menu
kick it.
like?
You know, it was real laid back for me, man.
No
I ain't
ribs?
fire up no grill, man.
No
I ain't
steak?
fire up- I stepped on the scale last week, man.
Man,
We
And
kept
the scale said no. I'm not going to let you.
I know AJ has some food on that
Nah,
grill.
we kept it simple. Man, my wife and I, we were in the store yesterday.
Yeah.
Took the boys to this Abstract Orlando thing, do some painting, and
Nice.
we were like, man, let's keep it simple. So we went and got hot dogs and hamburgers. So that's it.
Yeah,
Kept
yeah.
it very simple.
Well, listen, man. Let's go ahead. Let's dive into this thing. Let's
Oh,
kick this
hold
thing
on.
off.
Hold on, Cry Kids. You can't jump yet. We got
What's
to talk
up,
to the
J-Pat?
boat captain. The
Oh,
boat
y'all
captain, man.
What
The
y'all
boat
talking
captain.
about?
That's what you need to hear about the boat
Hey,
captain, man.
let me tell you, man, you gotta enjoy life. I'm out here in the bay with these boats, man. It was crazy today. Can you imagine? I want to just put it out there. You don't need a boating license to take a boat out all you need to be is over 25 years old. So you know me. I said, well, if that's the case, I'm over 25, barely 26. So I went ahead and took me a boat.
Lightning.
No, listen, a 30-minute was a 30-minute walkthrough. Do this, do that. All right, here's a $50,000 piece of boat. Go take it out. I was like, yo, son, but we had a good time. We was out in the bay, and to God be the glory. We made it back on dry land. So,
man, I never doubted you, bro. I never doubted you, man.
I'm gonna do it again.
I did
I'm gonna keep doing it. Yes.
Well, let's dive into this
Let's
thing,
get it.
please, man. I know we're few in numbers. Let's go ahead and like and share. I'm slipping. I didn't even like it yet. There we go. That thumb is up. It's blue. But we getting ready to get started. Let's dive into it. Kick it or pass it. Y'all know what time it is, ladies, gentlemen. We about to get into these kicks. Let us know how you feel. Up first, the women's Air Jordan 1 Court Purple. All right. This shoe is going to drop on the 3rd of June. It's going to drop in women's sizes. It's going to go up to size 12. That means, fellas, if you got a 10.5 or smaller foot, you can get into these. $170 is what it's going to hit your pockets for. What say ye? What y'all think, man?
Purple rain. Purple rain.
Your background too, purple. You got purple in the background.
Yeah, hey, listen, I did the background for 2 shoes, and y'all about to see them both. I dig those, but I can't fit in 010, so I don't know. These are hot, and actually, that's someone's favorite color, purple.
What you gonna do?
A push present. I mean, she's giving birth in a little bit. That could be a push present.
Yes,
All these young girls believe in all these.
I don't believe in no push.
Yeah, that's part of a push present. That ain't a full push present.
I ain't trying to get canceled.
That's part of a push present.
That's not a full push. It's a part.
That's a part push.
Come on, Cape. You don't do me like that, man.
KP said the fourth.
That's not gonna afford.
The fourth of it.
I don't even want to get into this. I don't even. I don't got to worry about
Shay,
no
what
push.
you think about push present? Shay, what you think about that, man?
Hey, man, what I think, man, between me and Vanessa,
what's your
man,
push?
I'm still alive. So
that's 2 push presents you had to push out already. 2 push gifts.
Nah, we ain't believing that stuff, man. She ain't want no push gift. She ain't watching. She ain't watching. So yeah, let's get back to the kick it or the pass. Let's stay focused, y'all.
That brother running.
Is this a kick or a pass, Gio?
It's a kick. There's a definite kick.
All right, Jay Pat says it's a kick. This is a nice color. Ted, what you feeling, man?
I agree. It's a nice color. Even though I don't really prefer all white shoes.
That's true.
I think the purple hits on to make it a nice color. I mean, I can't get them. But anyways, it's still a nice color.
Summertime, baby.
KP.
Yeah, man, it's ones. If I could fit it, I would kick it. Wifey ain't into it, so I can't get it. But I highly suggest it's a kick. It's a great summer shoe. Purple,
Yeah, summertime.
If you're a Lakers fan, playoff times, you can go ahead and get the purple white. It's that's your thing. It ain't my thing. We'll get into that playoff talk later, but yeah,
we want to talk playoffs.
We can talk about it right now. What's up?
I gotta. Yeah.
I want to get this. I want to get the comments section.
I need a vent.
I want to
It's
get
not
the
lit.
comments
It's not lit tonight. It's not lit yet.
What y'all feeling this shoe? Is this something that y'all would kick? Would you pass? For me, this a pass, y'all. It's a cute shoe, man. It's just not for me. Too much white. If it had some black in there, then I'll be feeling that. I'll be feeling that shoe. But it's a whole lot of white. It's a whole lot of now the leather look legit now. That leather look legit now. But it's a pass. It's gonna be a pass for me. There's nothing I can do with that. There's nothing I can do with that.
Look, even the bishop said they'll kick these.
That's that last day of summer, just before Labor Day kick.
Yeah, for sure.
Right before all the white goes out the door.
Oh, you know what I could work that for? We having an all white farewell for Pastor Green.
Yickety, I'm in there.
I could throw that on there, just with a little pop of purple, put a little lapel right there on there. Man,
yes,
sorry,
sir.
it's a pass. Up next, man. Who want to roll this one out? Ted, how you feeling, man? You want to roll this next one out?
Man, let me see the picture, man. I don't have all the info, but I do know it's a dunk low varsity green. And
Okay.
I can tell you already it's gonna be sold out.
Yeah, it
Sold
is.
out. I think the dunks are going for 100, 110, something like that. And it's gonna be sold out.
Yeah, June
Sold out.
June 3rd is going to be a draw. 9 a.m. $100 is going to be sold out
Sold
for
out.
sure.
Resale, if you paying 100 for it, resale probably be like 250, 300, if not more. So I mean, all these shoes, like we always say, it's a good investment. If you can get them, try to get them, and then flip them. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Right now, it's the fastest way to double, triple, quadruple your money right now. So it's and it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. It's not if you bet. It's guaranteed you're gonna at least double your money.
It's not Dogecoin. It's not Dogecoin.
Keep talking about that Doge. He's making his comeback. Slowly.
I got some more. I got some more tub.
I picked up some more. I picked up some more yesterday.
That's what I know.
Hoping it do again.
That's what I know. Y'all out here talking this trash.
Is that 29 cents? Why not?
Nate Lyle said, "I'm kicking it with my PFA gear." All right, Power Forward Academy.
Here we go.
George, man.
What
say ye?
I saw PFA and I didn't want to put it up, but my bad. I'll put it up. PFA. But real talk, I don't want these shoes. I wouldn't kick those. I just don't like them. Something about those shoes. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if the green is just too. I don't know, man.
So you're not a Hurricane fan. It can't do nothing for you, huh?
Nah, I mean,
don't be like that. Don't be like that.
I don't know. Let me give you some green real quick. In the background.
Okay. All right. KP.
Yeah, it's a kick, man. Dunks are usually my favorite shoes, man. I love the silhouette. I think it's clean, man. I don't got a lot to rock with that green, but I would cop them to wear them. To just I'll cop them and go shopping. But I would bet on the flip though. I actually might try to flip them, man. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, for $100, you can't go wrong.
It's a guaranteed flip. Let me go ahead and get my green Gatorade. This is a kick every day of the week, man. Let me tell you why, man.
Skateboarder.
Trojan.
Exactly.
No. If you journey with me to Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, God.
My alma mater, if you Google the Lincoln, the Tallahassee Lincoln Trojans, our colors are green and gold, man. Big green. I mean, we did amazing numbers. Number 2 in the nation, football. I mean, it screams Tallahassee Lincoln to me. It also screams Florida A&M, So this is something that, it also reminds me of my mama collard greens, man. It does everything for me. Big money green. This varsity green, I'm rocking it, man. I got a lot I can wear with that, man. So this is something that I would definitely kick.
Yep, lowest ask on StockX right now is $253.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, lowest ask.
And that's before it even goes to the draw.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And that's a double. That's a double up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it makes sense. So, all right. Up next. Ooh. Okay. Dunk low, varsity maze.
I mean, if you kick the greens, you might as well kick these too.
June 3rd, 9 a.m., $100. I'm torn. I don't know. I'm torn on it.
I couldn't find a good picture. I must admit, it's a bad picture. I will say that.
They look knocked off. Those look knocked off.
I couldn't find a good picture. I was like, that's what took me so long. I was like, I can't find a good picture.
You can get it.
It's dunks, like I said, same thing. Yeah. Low investment, high return. Was
that the navy blue and maize?
I'm wrestling. Yeah.
It's not. It's supposed to be, but those are black and I don't know, man.
Is it the black and maize?
I think it's black and maize. It's supposed to be navy blue maize. I don't know.
Black and maize on StockX. The lowest ask is $977.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think
these are blue maize.
Yeah,
these ones blue maize. These are the new ones that are coming out.
I'll kick them though. One time for Oakland ambassadors.
If you're an ambassador, I think this is a good look. I would kick it too. Just, you know what I'm saying?
What does so buddy mean?
Somebody said hard pass. Dang, we're going in.
Yeah, Jennifer said, ew.
Now these are so buddy.
I know what buddy's supposed to mean.
Talk to me. What do you mean by
Yeah.
buddy? Break that down.
What lingo is that? Is that Tallahassee lingo?
That's in St. Louis.
St. Louis? What's up?
Don't run up. Don't run up. Don't run up.
So much is pass hard. All right.
They're not feeling that. They're not feeling that. But
They're
listen,
not feeling this shit.
you put $100 in, you're gonna make double.
Yeah, easy.
So, ladies, let your fellas, invest in sneakers, man. Just make sure they sell them.
Yeah.
Don't be like me. Don't be like me. I ain't letting go of nothing. All right.
It's an investment, man.
Gio, this was for you, man. Go ahead.
I don't have the write up in front of me.
Okay.
Y'all can just talk about it, but just know that that's a kick already. I did this whole background.
These are kick all day, all night.
She's like kicking my eyes closed. My eyes closed.
These are Dunk High fragment design. Black is the name, the colorway. And June 5th, 9 a.m. It's a draw. $150. Buddy means trash. They look cheap, like so that. Yeah, they did look knocked off. They look knocked off. Man, Gio, go ahead, man. Tell us about this kick, man. These fragments, man.
Yo, I love these fragments. I want to make sure none of my family's watching, but
don't say it.
If it's formula or shoes, or these shoes, I'm gonna say, man, the baby got to go on the breast just one night, so I can get these shoes. Those are dope. Those are dope, and I'll kick them. I mean, I don't know why it's a discussion. I'll kick them. I don't know. I don't know what the resale value on those are, but I'm not even looking at resale. I'm not even looking at resale.
They fragments.
I'm not even looking at resale. If I can hit, I'm keeping. I'm keeping these to myself.
Coming off of the collab they did with Travis Scott, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of momentum and hype surrounding this shoe. This is a kick. This is a no-brainer. I don't even gotta spend time on this one.
Yeah, and for people who don't know, Fragment. This is a collab that Nike's doing with the designer, and Fragments. Any of the shoes that they do with them, they sell for 3-4 times the price of the shoe. So if you buy $150, you probably easily gonna get $450 and up for the shoe on the resale market.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a no-brainer.
It's clean. KP?
No, it's a kick for me all day, man. I love dunks, and this is sexy, man. Current ask $350, the lowest ask, lower than the Maze. I don't know why, but these are a kick, man.
Yeah,
This purple, this is way better than that white and purple one.
Agreed.
For sure. But didn't they have some purple and yellow, purple and gold?
I don't really pay attention to anything.
Yeah, that's a purple and gold dunks that came out I think last week. They always had like the Lakers design on it.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
Yeah.
Trash. Hated it.
Hated those. But I don't know why they would put those two releases back to back like that.
The challenge gonna be with this is you could buy it, be like, I'm gonna flip it, but once you get that in the hand,
you can't. It's not going nowhere.
The key to it is not to buy your size.
You gotta be. And the Shay said you gotta be disciplined, or you have to buy a smaller size.
Ain't no discipline.
If I into the draw, I'm putting size 12 without a doubt.
It's on
without a doubt.
Right.
And let me hit, or I'm keeping those.
Right.
Now, if it's where I can get more than one pair, then I'll try that way and sell.
We know we can. We can get on that bot.
They trying to shut bots down. We got one more shoe. We got the Air Jordan 6. It's electric green.
Woogie.
June 5th. Listen, this week it's a packed week.
Yo,
June 5th,
I'm telling
9 a.m. $190. Listen,
they trying to get all my money.
It's loud. If it's loud, it's me. Right.
That's a great picture. Though.
I did the best I could.
You see
that suede?
Yeah, the early pairs that I've seen on videos, they ain't look as good as that. That's a great picture.
I optimized it.
I'll rock these. I love the sixes.
I did my thing.
This is something that I would kick. What about y'all?
I'm kicking it.
I am too, man. It's just
I'm sort of
Lord.
I'm sort of torn
with the kick. Nate with the kick.
I'm sort of torn because I got the infrared sisters and I've worn them like once or twice. I'm just
what?
Yeah, I'm sort
Get you some olive green. Get you some olive green.
I'm sort of torn, but it's a nice shoe. I'm just torn.
These glow in the dark.
Sorry, in the house.
I'm trying to figure out why they didn't do Volt Green though over the electric green. But
Because it's not electric.
It's still clean though. So,
You do the electric slide in them
woogie,
things.
woogie.
No, I feel you.
It's
But
a
I do
clean
like
shit.
these. I think this is one of those little knockoffs of the Oregon Duck PEs. Nike's
Almost,
kind of good about doing that. You know, some of
Those-
these top end shoes, they'll do a little knockoff of it, so that the masses can get their hands on it. It's like the
Yeah.
Travis Scott. Now we got the mochas. You got the University Blues. You know, they do that from time to time. I think that might be what they were going for, that Oregon Duck green vibe. Shari, what's up, Shari? Man, listen, First Church is in the building.
Yo, y'all holding it down tonight. I mean, I wonder what's going on in the first
Hey,
service.
I think
they
Crockett-
support their pastors, man.
Nah, I
They
think
support their
Crockett's
pastors.
been announcing it from the pulpit on
from the
Saturday.
pulpit.
If y'all show up, we'll
It's
give you some credit. We'll give you
It's
worship
no
credit.
It's in the virtual,
You know Snell
virtual
don't play
bulletin.
that. You know Snell don't play that.
It's in the virtual
K-
bulletin.
KP when school open back up, you need to tell the students you get worship credit if they show up on. We got worship credit for every
KP
Oakwood
is
student
in
that
the
Hey,
show up.
I heard it don't do worship credits anymore.
Nah, we do
gonna-
worship credits.
See?
All right. The meat of the show. Let's get to it. What do we got lined up? First, we want to.
I thought Memorial Day was first.
Oh, my bad.
Look, he ready. He ready to get the playoffs, boy.
Man. Get your
Yo,
priorities.
listen, it's playoff time, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, we just want to take some time, man. You know, honor those who have fallen in battle. Just make sure we state that they are gone but not forgotten. And so we honor your courage and love for our country.
Man.
I was watching. I'm into war movies.
Me too. I was about to say the same thing. Me too.
Yeah, I was watching Black Hawk Down today.
Mhm.
And man, I don't know how. That's just. It's first of all. I mean, it's. Yeah,
For me, I just have much respect for anyone who goes into the military, because you're literally signing up for the worst case scenario, right? And sometimes, I mean, that you have to overcome fear in the face of like the most adverse circumstances. And these guys, you look at Memorial Day, you look at a lot of people who've died in battle. You know, they've died to protect our freedoms, and kudos to their families, and the families making sacrifices as well. You know, parents losing their children, wives losing their husband, or spouses losing their spouses, children losing their parents, and so yeah, man, it's the ultimate sacrifice, and you know, we definitely have to honor them.
I was watching Lone Survivor, and then I went to Sniper. And just watching these people, you know, a lot of times, you know, it's not about wanting to go into war. It's about you're giving orders and you just go in there. On Sniper, the guy who's like the world renowned sniper, his little brother was in there, and I think his last mission, he was like, "I'm tired of this. I'm ready to go home."
Oh, Chris Kyle's brother, yeah.
Yeah, but he still went and got on an airplane to go into the battle zone. So. It's just thinking about, you know, I know I'm about to go somewhere where people are shooting at me, and I'm just gonna go do it. So yeah, I honor people, and I've always said that in my younger years, if I could have changed things, that's probably one thing I would have done, was join the military, just because I think it's a big thing to put your life on the line for other people. So I mean, I salute military people all day, every day. So
yeah,
definitely
for sure, man. I think the big thing too is, you know, you go in the war to fight, you know, squash somebody else's beef. You know what I'm saying? It's not even
that's
your
crazy.
Beef.
Yeah.
You ain't start the war. You ain't start the problems, but you put your life on the line. And I think too, we lose perspective, you know, because we think of war right now in terms of drones and, you know what I'm saying, and you can just battle in the sky. But back in the day, they were dogfighting up in there. You know what I'm saying? They were guys who went through basic training, jumped out the plane and didn't make it to the ground.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Or landed on the beach and didn't make it 20 feet. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when you talk about sacrifice, I mean, I think sometimes it gets lost, man. Today, a verse hit me, you know, no greater love has any man than this, and they will lay down their life for a friend. And these people, they lay down their lives for people they've never met, man. So, definitely shout out to everybody who's made that sacrifice.
And big shout out to military wives, spouses.
Spouses, yeah.
My mother, she stayed home with us
Mm.
until we were able to go to elementary school. And my dad, the first year, whole 365 days of my life, he was in Okinawa. And my mom stayed. She had me and my brother at the time. And she tells the story that every time my brother saw a plane fly by, he just cried because he thought daddy was on that plane. But she held it down. And so to
Shout out.
those spouses, those wives, those husbands that are staying back while their wives and their husbands are out at war. Just big shout out to you all. You all appreciate it.
Yeah, and just I want to piggyback over that, man. That's why I think we got to do more for our veterans, for those that do make it home. Because I can't for the life of me understand how you can go and sacrifice your life for a country, and then you come back and you struggle with health stuff.
Oh yeah,
You
man.
struggle with mental
Crazy.
stuff. You're
That's
homeless.
crazy.
You get treated
Well,
bad by cops, and it's like
yeah.
I was in the middle of battles, something that probably 90% of nobody will ever do, and you
Right.
can't, and we can't even get love to come back. That so we gotta.
Yeah, they're sick.
I don't know what the solution is, but we gotta do. We have to do more for our veterans. Have to.
That's real talk. That's real.
Respect. All right. Segue into a lighter subject. Playoffs.
My lord.
Let's talk about the NBA playoffs. My team done got swept.
Yo,
Yeah, pretty
can I
much.
just say KP had the right colors a while ago. He had the blue and the orange.
Nah, B. Not
Are you're not going to support
Not
today?
Not today. Knicks.
KP got a lot on his
I
chest.
changed it the time, bro.
KP got a lot on his chest,
The
boy.
Knicks fans are the best, man.
I'm
Listen,
excited.
but they was popping big smoke, bro. They
Who?
wanted all the smoke. Y'all jumped out. Y'all won the first game, didn't y'all?
Nah,
We did. Listen,
they
man.
did.
Put it
No,
back.
they
They
were the
was
first game.
chanting some of everything.
Listen, whatever. I won't get into it.
Well, can we talk about this play-in though? I think the play-in is a good thing. I personally love the play-in. I think they should keep it. It gives us an early start to what the playoff is going to look like, and I loved it, man. And I think the playoffs are more competitive because of that, in my opinion. So yeah,
I like the plan. I don't think they should have done it this year, coming out of the bubble.
the bubble.
I just feel
Short
like
season.
you put those teams that had deep runs into the playoffs last year at a disadvantage.
'Cause-
But it was good. It was excitement. I was able to root against LeBron.
Bro, you feel me? You feel me?
But he pulled it out. He pulled it out. Somebody got hurt, and a sweet by so that's what he does. So hey.
Somewhat disrespect.
But I
Somewhat
do.
disrespect.
Let's talk about it. Who do y'all think is coming out of the East? Who's coming out of
Brooklyn.
the East?
Milwaukee,
Brooklyn.
probably.
BK.
Brooklyn. Who you said, KP?
I think Milwaukee will come out, man.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah,
feel?
Milwaukee's looking real good.
Yeah,
That's who I'm pulling for Milwaukee.
I don't want to see
Milwaukee.
Brooklyn in the finals, man.
Pull-
I really don't want
Pull
to.
pull that picture up here.
Why KP?
I don't know. I'm a Brooklyn guy, but
Okay.
it's just something about the team, man. Kyrie, KD, James Harden. I don't know, man. I'm hating, I guess. I'm not excited about seeing them in the finals, man.
Me either.
I'm
Yeah.
just not.
Me either.
I
I'm rooting
think
against Brooklyn 1,000%.
it's going to be
I'm
Brooklyn and
confident that,
Philly. I think it's going to be Brooklyn and Philly, and I just think there's too much firepower in Brooklyn for them not to come out of the East, and we put the league behind it too. I see Brooklyn coming out of the East. What about the West, y'all?
West is tough,
That's
man.
tough, bro.
Yeah.
Is it?
Tough.
Is
It
it?
is.
Yeah.
I
It
think
ain't
so.
tough for me, bro.
What you got?
Who you gonna say? Utah?
It's
No.
LA.
First
It's
of all,
LA.
I'm a Christian. All right. And
What's
seven,
it supposed to mean?
and,
What's it supposed to mean?
seven is a very important number in
Okay.
Christianity.
You
We
so
rested on the seventh day.
Okay.
7 is the number of completion. And if I'm looking correctly, the Lakers are the 7th seed.
Hmm.
They're coming out of the West. The Lakers are coming out of the
Code
West.
red.
If
Code
you
red.
are rooting against LeBron James, like you should just hang it up
Yeah,
Like we've learned our lessons by now.
the
He's
league,
made it.
the
He's
league
made it.
needs the
I'm-
league needs him in the playoff.
Don't do
We
this,
need him.
Ted. Ted,
I'm an
don't
unashamed
do this.
LeBron fan.
Don't do this, man.
I'm
Don't
an
do
honest-
this.
The league
No.
needs him.
I'm an unashamed LeBron fan. Been a LeBron fan since he was in high
Don't
school.
do this, bro.
But
Don't do this. Don't do
my
this.
thing is, if AD does not play well, I don't see them coming out.
That's everybody. That's if anybody's seen him, the second guy don't play well. All I'm saying is it doesn't matter. The NBA has already predetermined to keep LeBron in the playoffs
He's
for as
coming
long
out.
as they can. Yeah,
I gotta
it's huh?
Let me see the tree one more time. Who they got to go through to get to?
It don't
I
matter.
mean,
They got the
It don't matter.
refs on it. They got
it's
the
gonna,
refs.
it's gonna come down to a battle of the staples, I believe. If LA, if the
No, I
Clippers,
don't see
if the
that.
Clippers can beat Dallas, I think that is gonna come down to
Clippers
the
ain't gonna
Staples
beat Utah.
series.
Nah, it's gonna be Utah.
I don't know because your boy's not healthy.
Spider.
He's not really healthy. So I mean,
they're young too, man.
exactly, and I think like just like we say, LA being a 7th seed, and we're giving them props. I think big time players show up in big games, and I think no matter how bad Pandemic P has been playing, he has to show up at some point.
No, he
I mean,
doesn't.
We thought
Why
that
not?
last year. We thought that last year.
He showed up at some point.
Because he
Did not
playoff
show up
P.
last year.
He playoff. He
He
playoff
playoff
P.
P.
It ain't pandemic. It playoff P.
Yeah, he didn't
Listen,
show up
let
last
me-
year.
If I can make an adjustment to my prediction, whoever comes out of this series, the Lakers or the Suns, I got coming out of the West.
Okay,
I
Because
can respect that.
I can
because
respect that.
CP3 is something to really be reckoned with, man. A lot of people if
Yeah.
he can stay healthy, he's a whole problem.
Yeah.
He's a whole problem.
I mean, he was what, top 5 MVP candidates this year? So
He's a whole problem.
He is. You say if he can stay healthy, he's legitimately hurt.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
It's
a
a stinger
strange-
though. It's a stinger though.
Okay, I thought it was like a strange
Time
muscle.
only gets better with a stinger.
But
But
it
for him
depends
to
on-
to play through
but-
that joint,
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on if he can rest enough, or is it going to get injured again? That's the problem.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
him trying to
or-
play
or-
20 plus
my dark-
minutes. If you're playing 20 plus minutes, it's just it's
It's a lot.
tough. Yeah.
My dark horse on Real Talk is come to win it all is Orlando Magic. All right, let's go.
Huh?
You tripping.
Who?
You big tripping. Listen,
What?
you
man.
must believe in magic.
Hey, that brother been in the sun too long today out on that water because
What you say, KP?
Now I was gonna say, can we talk about the elephants in the room, though? I mean, what's up with Miami, man? What happened there?
Ooh.
What happened with
Don't
New
do
York?
that,
I'm not
Don't do
throwing
that.
shade.
Don't-
Well,
I
he's
wasn't
asking a
done.
real
I wasn't
question.
done.
I'll tell you what. I'll speak to that.
I wasn't done.
Oh,
What's
my
wrong
fault.
with the Knicks?
Shoot, my bad.
'Cause I'm a Knicks fan, and I want to know what's wrong with us. I want to know what's going on.
Look at
Well,
the
don't put
background.
us in the same boat as y'all.
Y'all got swept. We won a game.
We got a
Y'all
bad
in the same
year.
boat. You're
We
right.
had a bad
We're not in
year.
the same boat. We got
We
swept.
had a
You're
bad
right.
year. Y'all in the bad century. All right.
Hey.
Matter. Listen,
What
I
happened with
wasn't,
the
I
Heat?
wasn't trying to throw no shade, man. Listen,
what happened? Heat. Nobody
Milwaukee's a good
showed
team.
up. Tyler Hero
No.
didn't show up.
No.
Duncan didn't show up.
No,
Yes,
no.
that's true, but
What's called didn't show up. The point guard, what's his name?
they were never
Rodgers
going
didn't
to
show up.
AJ is not. That's not the
It-
point. The same team that
That's
took out my
the
team
point.
last
My
year.
team, that's the
The
point.
same team that took out my team last year is just a trill team. We beat them. At least we beat them once.
But that was
We beat
the-
them
that
once.
was the
Get out of
bubble.
here,
We beat
man.
them
You
once.
throwing shade. This is what
We
happened.
beat them once.
Legit.
That was in the bubble.
Milwaukee retooled.
The-
They
yo,
made
that point guard.
They
That point
made
guard.
the changes in the
That's
offseason
Holiday.
necessary.
That Drew Holiday was crucial.
It was very
no,
crucial.
that's a big pickup. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whereas Miami, we didn't make any adjustments.
stayed pat, but you didn't-
Who did
you
we
didn't need
add?
to.
Trevor Ariza?
We picked up what you call it, but he got hurt, didn't
Yeah, Oladipo.
Oladipo.
You didn't have to.
Okay.
You didn't have to.
Yeah,
You didn't,
Yeah, but Oladipo was still a weird pickup, though.
Yeah, that was
What do
a
you
good
mean we
pickup.
didn't have to? Why do you mean we didn't?
Because you guys want to rise. You guys have a good squad. I mean, them rookies last year.
sophomore,
You got to get better.
sophomore slump.
That slump.
It happens.
That slump.
It
Yeah.
happens.
Yo, I don't know what happened to them boys, but I couldn't see them. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, while we're on the subject of the NBA, it's been a lot of funny business that's been going on, man. Let's deal with this next subject called crowd control. I don't know if you all have been hearing, but just to run through some of the incidents that have happened. Oh man, what was that joint called? The Palace?
The Rumble in the Palace. I had to put it in there.
Man. Yeah, so one of the things that happened, John Morant's dad shared that one of the Utah Jazz fans told Ja, I'll put a nickel on your back and watch you dance, boy. Like the Utah Jazz notoriously have some of the most racist fans
Utah and
in
Boston.
and Boston. Russell Westbrook had some popcorn thrown at him. Trae Young gets spit on, and Kyrie has a bottle thrown at him as he was as they were exiting Boston. And Kyrie's his remarks in the interview when asked about the incident, he says it's unfortunate that sports have come to this kind of crossroads where you're seeing a lot of old ways come up. Just underlying racism and treating people like they're in a human zoo, throwing stuff at people and saying this. There's a certain point where it just gets to be too much.
So it technically is a human zoo, but I get where he's coming from. I don't think it's anything necessarily new. I think it's definitely highlighted. And then we just came out of pandemic, y'all. People been locked up in their houses. They just it's what we call it when in Jamaica you say, I mean, it's just too much excitement. They just too excited. You know what I'm saying? It's the extra level of trash talk because we finally back in the arena. They taking it to another list. Too much.
Somebody highlighted too. People are getting their revenge for when the NBA spoke up about Black Lives Matter. So somebody pointed out too that a lot of these people come to the games are still mad about how the NBA responded to Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another point.
Taking out their racist.
But let me.
It's a possibility. I'm not taking that unless I can quote somebody.
No, I agree.
I just
feel like it's always been that way. Like this stuff ain't new, man. It's not new. It's just again, it's going to be highlighted. We haven't had fans in the building for a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's everything's and then of course all the stuff that's going on in society is just going to be a heightened thing, man. The world is talking about.
But but listen, can I say this, KP? I do think that maybe Kyrie speaking from an insider's perspective, if he's able to bring up race, is because he's been affected in such a racial way as he plays around the league, right? We know that he's had issues in Boston, and so I don't put it past. I mean, I do believe what you're saying is true in terms of like people being locked up and coming out for the first time and the power of the crowd. Like, yo, we went to Oakwood. We've been to basketball games at Oakwood. The power of the crowd is real.
Yeah, we have our own.
So the power of the crowd is real. So I get it. Can you imagine like this 50,000 people, 20,000 people, 30,000 people in a stadium? Like, but I think that there's a line crossed when you spit on someone, right? I think that was low to low, and I don't know for the world of me why that person wasn't arrested. Like, you arrest someone for throwing a bottle of water, but this dude like literally spits in the midst of a pandemic.
How do you spit? I don't get that,
bro. He makes contact. He has the mask on. I should have photo. That means he took his mask off to spit, and then it hits homegirl. His mask is on, number 30. He takes his mask off. He hits the girl, and
she jumps.
Bro, that's assault.
I don't understand how I can't say that's condoning violence.
Well, that's New York, man. I don't know how the police work out there.
That couldn't happen in Miami.
What I was saying too. I mean, we've all been to the games too, though, man. There's something about that arena atmosphere that pulls something out of people as well, man. And again, I've been watching the games when they highlight the crowd. People going above and beyond. You said what?
Well,
I feel you, but that's too much, bro.
Oh, I'm not. I ain't justifying. I'm just saying it's the atmosphere.
I can understand talking. I've heard people talk about your mothers and all kind of jokes, man. Cheerleaders coming up with chants. There's missing milk dud. Miss that shot. You know what I'm saying? All of that, man. But I think when you start dealing with that race thing, like you're setting yourself up for the potential to. But see, if they charge them and split them, then charges and lawsuits, and then they lose money. You lose.
And that's why I put this one here. Because you see the back of, I think it might have been Nate McMillan. I don't know who it was that was there, but you see the back of his shirt, of his suit. The people are throwing water. They were throwing water at Ron Artest back in the day, right? I mean, granted, this is, I don't know if that was before or after he went to the crowd, but the point I'm trying to make is, like, I see why he went into the crowd. Like, I get it. Like he's a human being. Like he's a father. He's a husband.
But
like
again,
go ahead.
Hey,
No, I
man.
wouldn't try to interrupt you. I was just going to say, but this is the greater problem in society, the devaluing of a human life. I think you said in the beginning, people treat it like they go into the zoo. Because on one hand, it's like, if you racist, why are you being racist to the other team? Your team is filled with the same people.
Exactly.
So
It's crazy.
that
It makes
doesn't
no
make any
sense. Your man has a Kevin Garnett jersey on. So maybe he's not racial, but he has a Kevin Garnett jersey on.
So if I could play the devil's advocate, maybe did y'all see what Kyrie did?
Yeah, listen.
How he went.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying. Listen to me.
I didn't see what he did.
So he went to center court after the game and stepped on the logo, like rubbed his shoe on the logo. And do you remember with that Oakwood what happened when it was Fisk came and stepped on the Oakwood logo? Remember what happened? Remember what happened during that time?
Shay wasn't there.
So you weren't there.
KP, were you there when it happened?
What year was that?
I think it might have been our. No, it was our freshman. He wasn't there.
No,
R.I.P. Roddy tells the team,
don't put nobody's name out there like that.
R.I.P. My man did a thing the right way, dog. And guess what? Everybody,
the student body was on the court.
Student body. These boys left in a hurry. They was about to get tore down. That's facts.
So that's what I'm saying. So
this ain't right.
So does he? Does he instigate? Does he instigate it by doing that?
I don't think so. Because
everything is no. I'm saying everything is not a racist thing. Then is that because he can't? Is a part of it because he came and stepped on their logo, rubbed his foot, and then walked out?
So there's a possibility that it's not racially motivated, but the actions are taken by someone who may be racist. That's just how they talk. You know what I'm saying? It could be that too. But it's that atmosphere, man. That atmosphere brings stuff out of people. People willing to fight over something they don't even make money.
Do you feel like it's the atmosphere or is it the person?
I think it's privilege.
Because I've been to a lot of games.
Yeah, but you set up in the bleeds though, dog.
Exactly. If I'm paying that kind of money, to be courtside, I'm gonna do what I like.
You gonna do it?
Don't do that.
That's how they feel like. That's how they feel like.
I think it's a person. I think it's just like we see presidents who we be like, why did presidents switch up when he got into the chair? No, they were always that person.
Yeah, I've been to numerous Orlando Magic games where I've sat almost courtside, and I never once said when the opposite team is walking by, I'm going to throw something at them. I'm not an Orlando Magic fan. I never said, and they played against the Heat, and I was at their game almost courtside. I never said, let me throw something at the Orlando Magic. Well, it doesn't cross my mind, and I'm walking right by them. So it never crossed my mind.
It depends, AJ. It depends if I'm there as a guest of somebody. If I pay my own way, I'm gonna live it up. I'm on that front. I'm on that guard side. Or I'm gonna tuck my
split.
But that's a chance we take.
Bro, I've been in a lot of situations with you. You're not spitting on nobody, throwing.
I'm not doing that. But that's not my personality. You're right. It's the person. It's the person.
But there's still a level to which crowd think is real, man. When you get in the crowd, sometimes it just ramps people up.
See, I don't think Shay knows that because he played on a team. Those of us who I'm saying you played on a team. You're not busy about the crowd. Those of us who in the crowd, fam, like I'm telling you, Saturday nights, Ashby Auditorium, when it's packed, when we are sitting in the
campus,
right, and it's packed inside this gym, bro. It just takes one knucklehead to do something crazy, and it's like a match lit, and it's gasoline, bro. It's a wrap.
That's different, though, bro.
I've seen it all.
That's different.
But you're not wrong. It's all the same, bro. It's both and, man. There's no way around that.
Nobody's gonna fight somebody because they said something to you.
Okay.
No fight at Oakwood happened. I was there off of words. It was more so actions, which circles back to what Ted was saying. If this was in response to Kyrie stepping on the center court, there is a unwritten rule. It's very well known. You don't mess with center court.
You don't.
That's true.
You know?
And he did
it. If that's the case, that's not a race issue. Like,
but who's it?
It may not be. It may not be.
But who's it for? Who's it for to enforce the unwritten rule? Crowd kicks. Enough for the fans.
It's on site. It can be on site.
No, I'm
it can be
saying
anybody.
No, it's for the players. It's for the players. Just like in baseball.
No, it's not for the players.
The pitcher hits the saying the batter.
It's
like
not just for the players.
It's player on player.
Don't do that.
So now we're saying that if I step on a court, if I'm a pro athlete and I step on court, that the fans have the right to
it's not about right, bro. It's not about right. You was at Oakwood. You just gave us play-by-play of what happened.
That's wrong. Just because I said it doesn't make it right, though. It doesn't make it right.
All right, let's transition.
Do as I say, not as I do, huh?
Right.
Listen, man, I don't remember doing nothing crazy when I was at Oakwood. I was a good boy.
Let's continue.
What?
So,
Go ahead, keep going. Keep rolling.
ooh,
Mr.
okay.
Rumble.
I want to get to Ronald Green. But before we get there, I also want to take some time, man, and just speak to. It's been 100 years since the Tulsa, Oklahoma, massacre. Where Black Wall Street was thriving and terrorists.
No, they were patriotic, man. What are you talking about?
Right.
Shout out to Maverick and LeBron.
Oh man. Through from airplanes, and somebody said, let me not do that.
Hey, do it, man. Too late now.
Do it, dog.
Somebody said the first domestic attack with airplanes on U.S. soil was not 9/11.
You see what happens when the crowd pushes you, Shay? We made you say that joint out loud.
It's spirit led.
Dr. Douglas, baby. I love that.
I'm in the spirit. It was this. This was the first domestic or terrorist attack on U.S. soil with the use of airplanes. And this is evil, y'all. Black people were thriving. They came together, put their money together, was recycling their money inside of this community, and they just burnt the joint down and just went around killing Black people. Just killing them.
They're doing a show about that tonight. They're debuting this thing on CNN. I don't know if that's the same one that Maverick and Braun sponsored to create, but whatever the case is, I will say that they were talking about how they have excavated and found evidences of mass graves. Bro, that's crazy. That is bananas. Like, they were literally killing so many of Black people that they just said, you know what, we're gonna just open up, go and do mass graves. Like, we're just gonna. I just can't even think about that. No proper respect, not even in death. No proper burial, no identification.
These are the things that make you say America is a racist country. And these are the things that makes it painful when somebody who looks like you says that it's not a racist country. And we know, of course, not everybody in America is racist. The whole government is not racist, but these are the things that it just.
But again, and this is what one of the issues I have with the kind of history that we are taught. Why wasn't this something that was taught in school? Even if you don't want to deal with the whole burning down of the system,
because we don't write the history books.
Well, I got that, but
even when we know Black history ain't even really Black history, bro.
Right.
When you're not in control, and this is why Tulsa happens. You cannot be in control. All right, it's even bigger than racism. Sometimes you have to do it within our system. You can't do it in your system. And our country and people in it have a history of it's not even just being racially motivated. Whenever people get together in community and say, yo, we're gonna thrive outside of the system, they come in and they shoot the place up. That's what they do.
Destroy it.
You cannot be in control of your situation.
Wow.
It's the reason why stuff happens even now. Our communities can't come together for that one reason, man. Because they always throw that monkey wrench in there, But yeah.
So Ronald Green, man, 2019 incident in which Ronald was pulled over. I believe he did flee. He was in hot pursuit for a while, but eventually he pulls over. Man, while the police officers are, if you haven't seen the video, I don't advise you see it.
Nope.
But as the police are approaching his vehicle, he is terrified. He is, you can hear it in his voice. He's telling them, I'm sorry. Like, forgive me. I'm scared. And then as they're now getting him, tasing him, pulling him out of the vehicle, he's saying, I'm your brother. Like, I'm your brother. You don't have to do this. I'm your brother. Like, he's giving up. And they just begin to tase him, beat him, kick him literally to death. And then in the incident report,
Didn't they even drag him? They say
they
drug him
cuff him
across the ground.
Absolutely, drag him face down. And then they try and say that the cause of death was a crash into a tree. No airbags deployed. When the body goes to ID the family in the morgue, like he's just beat to smithereens. Like, even the coroner in his report, the autopsy was this was no car accident. This was no crash. And then Louisiana, being the state that they are, they just begin to
cover it up.
And then there's even one of the body cams was released, and you hear the officers bragging about what they did, describing beating him up. Man, I just beat the crap out of him, and he just went limp on me. And then I think after that was released, the officer who was on tape saying that died in a single car accident.
Yeah, I think he got fired, and then like a day or a week later, he ended up dying.
Been suicide. Some people say it might have been suicide, but whatever. But the point is, I don't want to say whatever in a dismissive way. I'm saying that the details really at this point don't matter because he died, whether it was a self-inflicted accident. But the point I'm trying to overall is that these are just more of what people in our community have been saying for such a long time. The corruptness, right? I mean, someone died.
Demon, bro.
Like I was watching, and I hate, but in a tangent, I want to just bring in. There was just a few weeks ago. There's this gentleman that had been executed, only to be found out like a few years later, like 2021, that DNA evidence cleared him from that particular case, right? So I'm saying, like, what's happening? Like, and if there's this kind of level of cover up that you can put down on an official police report that someone died of a car crash, that the officers, their lieutenants, their captains are able to make that story be the story that they tell to the deceased, to his family, right? Like, that is bananas. The level of lies, that's I mean, you go on at least 3 or 4 levels in administration to cover this thing up. The entire place needs to be wiped out. You feel me? In terms of people having to get fired and pensions taken away, that's crazy.
And then not only that, this happened in 2019. Body cam doesn't get released to 2021. What the heck is going on? I mean,
and they do this with a body cam on.
Yeah, with the body cam, and then brag about it when they know their body cams are still on. Brag about what they did.
Bro, when I stand in front of this camera here, I'll be second guessing almost everything that come out my mouth.
Well, because you don't have a thing called qualified immunity, so you know that you can get canceled.
Talk about that in a second.
Qualified immunity. I mean, the police can do whatever they want to, and then pretty much they are saved. They don't have to pay any money out of their pockets. Their word is taken as this is what happened, and if it turns out that it's not what happened, nothing happened to the police per se. The citizens have to pay out of our taxes. We pay for all these lawsuits that the police departments incur, and so it's really unless they lose their job, or in the small instances like with the murderer of George Floyd, they go to jail. They don't lose anything. No, some of them will get assigned to desk duty temporarily. Some of them may get fired. Some of them may just go to another department and get another job. So it's really no punishment. So I mean, what's the punishment? Why not do it if I'm not gonna get punished?
And can I go a little further? Like, yeah, the murderer of George Floyd went to jail, but that his whole family situation was, they saw the writing on the wall. The lady, his ex-wife, divorced him. I don't know if they separated the assets, but I'm sure that none of their assets was seized. You know what I'm saying? Like in other words, like, yo, if someone has been crooked, you know what I'm saying? Like their acquired assets during their work years should be in question, because they're saying that this guy has a lot of cases other than George Floyd that are that seem to have been I don't know what the word I'm trying to say, but I guess there are other cases that are in question as well. Yeah, that went above board.
He has the record.
He has the record of being crooked. So my thing is, he goes to jail, but guess what? He left the bag for his family, and I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't do anything, to deserve it. But I think that it starts with affecting their pockets, right? When jail time is good, it's warranted, but when you take away their financials, the financial ability to survive, then people are going to think twice about taking the lives of Black people.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Agreed. Kim says there must be something special about people of color, because the rate at which we've suffered and continue to suffer makes absolutely no earthly sense. None. Yeah. Oh, you're right.
There is.
You're right. There's something very, very, very
looked
special.
Out and said, "Yo, if we don't stop them, they're gonna be bigger and better."
Mm-hmm.
Yo, but yeah. You heard about how now they're trying to they are browning minorities. You know what that means? They're literally trying to separate. It used to be if you're a person of color, you were just Black or whatever, but they're seeing the demographics changes. And so what they're doing now is they're literally separating minorities in order for the minority, the subset groups to remain in minority of the majority group. I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
and
that
so
makes sense.
Yeah, so it's called browning. Like literally, like they'll say, well, they're not Black, they're brown, age, they're Hispanic or whatever, which is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've talked about this before, man. This has always been the strategy,
Yeah.
You separate,
divide and conquer.
When like around the Tulsa time, in other parts, I want to go there. Before Tulsa, after the Civil War, man, there were places in this country where people lived together in harmony, no matter what they look like. Because one of the great misconceptions about America through slavery and afterwards is everybody wasn't a rich slave owner.
Exactly.
The greater majority of people were poor. So after the Civil War, people got together and worked together. But what changed that? The government started giving money to non-Blacks. You know what I'm saying? So if I give you money, even if you like me and I'm your neighbor, I now put you in a different tax bracket. Now you can buy better clothes. Now you can move into a different neighborhood. So even without me having to actually do any harm to you, I now make it so that the people around you treat you differently anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we end up with these divisions. So now you're gonna have brown people looking
Lauren
down
Hill said it
other
best.
People just because of this new whatever.
Lauren Hill said it's funny how money changes situations.
Funny how money changes situations.
Miscommunication links it. But what I'm trying to say is, money changes the whole scope of everything, KP. And yeah.
I want to quote Jeremiah Wright. He writes, "What makes you so strong, Black man? How is it that 370 years of slavery, segregation, racism, Jim Crow laws, and second-class citizenship cannot wipe out the memory of Amenhotep? What makes you so strong, Black man? How is it that after all this country has done to you, you can still produce a Paul Robeson, a Thurgood Marshall, Malcolm X, a Martin Luther King, and a Ron McNair? What makes you so strong, Black man? This country has tried castration and lynching, miseducation and brainwashing. They have taught you to hate yourself and to look at yourself through the awfully tainted eyeglasses of white Eurocentric lies, and yet you keep breaking out of the prisons they put you in. You break out in a W.E.B. Du Bois and a Booker T. Washington. You break out in a Louis Farrakhan and a Mickey Leland. You break out in a Judge Thurgood Marshall and a Pop Staples. You break out in a Luther Vandross, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Harold Washington, or Doug Wilder. What makes you so strong, black man? Kim, you said it has to be something special. Has to be is true. Has to be.
Can I answer the question?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Jeremiah, it's so funny. Jeremiah 30:17. For I will restore health to you, and your wounds I will heal, declares the Lord, because they have called you an outcast. It is Zion for whom no one cares. That's why we keep pulling out, man. Anyway.
I don't care what field we pick. You produce a giant in that field. What makes you so strong? The world tried. The poisons of self-hatred, of distorted history, of false standards of beauty. They taught you that you were ugly and stupid, slow and retarded, dim-witted and dull-witted, good only for stud service and getting high, and
My
yet
God.
you keep on turning out a Sterling Brown and a Vincent Harding, a Jim Forbes and a Kwame, and an Alan Bosack, and a William Gray, a Steve Biko, and a Dave Dickens, and a Doug Wilder. What makes you so strong? I had to make some adjustments to some of these names. They past caught up to them. So.
Hey, Bill Cosby. Hey, you should have put our names in that thing, man. You should have substituted their name for.
What makes you so strong?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right? Yeah,
you break out in the music, so child. Yo, man.
Yeah, man, but definitely, I agree with Kim and with her husband KP and even you. The reality of it all is, man, we got a story to tell, man, and I think that we have to keep telling that story. You know, history is always told from the perspective of the victor, and that's why we have dismissed that we have, because literally, the perception is that this Eurocentric history is victorious, but we have a lot to be proud about, right? And even within the subline of the history that they're telling, the fact that we're still here, right, is victory in and out of itself. Like literally, we survived the Middle Passage, we survived Jim Crow, we survived police brutality, we survived all kinds of injustices, and we're still here, right?
And that's still standing.
And that's just America. You're not even talking about people.
Yeah.
So
we're still standing.
Listen, man, there's something in our bones. There's something in our bones, bro. So in our DNA, in who we are, and I think that's the beauty of it. And you know, we have to keep making sure that we let our sons and our daughters know that they're special, right? Yeah, man.
All right, man. I didn't know it was gonna turn there, man. But hey,
you can't have four preachers on a line and not allow us to speak. Yeah, we got four. Yeah, we got four.
Receive it, man.
Receive it. Red glasses, Bishop red glasses. I feel you.
Oh man. Thank you, Kim. And this is why
I didn't get to read
guys
that.
are doing is so
my bad.
awesome.
Listen, I'm off my game today. I don't know why I'm off my game. I got a little captain's boat vibration in my arm. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little.
That's what it is.
She hit the nail on the head. I was going to say the same thing. Now we get a chance to write our story. If it's through the podcast, if it's through how we live,
that's why we're here.
If it's through how we take care of our family. And I tell people all the time. People talk about black men this, black that. I'm like, in my circle of influence, I don't know any daddy dads. I don't know any men who not take care of their family. I don't know any men who just sit at home and do nothing. I don't know. That's not in my circle. So when you talk about those people, I can't relate to that because none of those people are in my circle of influence because we don't play like that. So we have the opportunity to write our story every day and not let somebody alter our future based off of the past that they want to tell. So
can I just say something? But I want to, and there's nothing super ordinary about who we're just regular guys. Let me give you this example. I think it was, he's a comedian. Anyways, I'll think of his name in a second. He's a comedian. Anyways, so he's a comedian, and this guy says in his comedy, stand up, like he's the best at what he does, but in his neighborhood, his neighbors are just like regular people, right? Like he has his neighbors like a dentist, and his other neighbors like a cardiologist, but they're just average Joes You know what I'm talking about.
I think was it Chris Rock who said that?
Chris Rock. It's Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And so Chris Rock talks about how literally he's the best at what he does, and it took all of that for him to get to where he's at. But people in his neighborhood are just your average run-of-the-mill people, right? And I guess what I'm trying to say is to your statement, AJ, is that to a lot of people who don't know about us, about the Black story, they will think that we're the exception, and we're not the exception. We are just regular people, right? Who have been brought up in blessed to have parents who invested in us. And I think that the thing about it is, unless we know who we are and our story, we'll believe what the media tells us we are. That we're not out like what TikTok says we should do, twerking or whatever the case may be. That's not who we are. That's what the portrayal is, right? But we are smart, we're intelligent, and come on, Clark Hicks. Yeah, man. So yeah, I don't know what we're going for this.
You're right, Gio. You're right, brother.
Yeah, man. So You trying to go ahead.
I got a story to tell as we transition to the close. Y'all be careful. I kind of hinted to it, towards the end of the show last week.
Say their name. Say their name.
I ain't gonna put nobody out there like
it's
that.
It's a slogan. It's a slogan.
But this is the thing, y'all. The sneaker business. It's a shady business. Like, you got people trying to sell you fakes. You got people who, the shoes, you're going to pay double sometimes of what the shoes actually cost. It's shady, right? And you got to be careful who you buy shoes from. I had a horrible encounter. Man, it was a nightmare. But, and the thing that hurt me is I chose to go in this direction and buy shoes from this person because legit, I wanted to buy black. I wanted to. I could have just went to StockX or Gold. It wasn't about the money. The person wasn't selling them to me at a discounted price. It was actually a little more than the going rate, but I was willing to do it because I knew who the person was and I wanted to support my own. Cuz got me. He got me. But the one thing, mama ain't raised no fool, y'all.
Yes, sir.
PayPal. I pay with PayPal. And I just want to say I'm not jaded when it comes to supporting small businesses or black-owned businesses because some of my friends have successful black-owned businesses and their customer service is amazing. It is flawless.
Yeah.
This isn't going to make me quit, supporting my own. But I just want to let you all know, y'all here. I know I get text messages and phone inquiries about where to buy shoes from. Just hit me up. I'm gonna tell you where not to buy shoes from, and also what you can do to kind of safeguard yourself. But if somebody is selling you something and they don't offer PayPal as an option,
don't buy.
If the only way that you're paying is Cash App ain't really any way to pay nothing, really.
At all.
I send my homies money on Cash App.
Yeah,
right.
Friends and family.
Don't make transactions on Cash App. But
my God,
this week I got my bread back from PayPal, and I'm just rejoicing. And she don't know about it. I already.
You're reinvested. You're reinvested.
I'm out of retirement, baby.
Shay's like Michael Jordan. He goes in and out of retirement.
I'm out of retirement, baby. I'm out of retirement. So hopefully next week we'll see. Maybe I have something to show.
Hey, FYI, the Container Store got shoe boxes on sale right now. I think like 20% or something like that.
20% off.
We need to get an affiliate link.
Right.
But real talk. I want to say this. I want to put pressure on ourselves because a way of telling our stories not only through the show but through a merch. And I know KP's been on us like white on rice, so it ain't his fault. So I'm talking about.
Well, he likes rice, so that's easy for him to do.
Okay, whatever. But it's really I'm talking to AJ and Croc Kicks and Ted and Croc Kicks because I already did my part. I did my part. Ain't that right, KP? I did my part.
He did his part.
All right,
what part was that?
Don't worry about it. I did my part. I did what I had to do. So we need to get the merch out. We need to get the story out of who we are and what we do.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
Let's get it out there. It won't be cheap. $19.99 though. You feel me?
Let's get this merch ready for July 4th. What's up?
I'm with that.
Can we put a deadline? Are we gonna put a deadline
4th.
on air?
July 4th.
You heard it here first. July 4th.
We're gonna have some merch.
Merch, kicking it 316. Come on, what we talking about? Yeah.
That's if COVID, COVID though.
I don't do that.
Gotta put the COVID disclaimer.
Hey, that's the only
No
show
COVID disclaimer.
Delays, expect delays, COVID. Come on, dog.
Yo,
all right,
crazy.
y'all. Anybody got a shoe they want to share, man?
Man, we shared a lot tonight, man. We preached, we sang, we all kinds of stuff. But we let them off from yeah, it's
Gio think he's a game time singer, so y'all you gotta watch out for him.
If you guys want to get some good gospel singing, come to my church on Sabbath morning. It has to be 11:15 though. You feel me? It's got to be when the spirit hits. 11:15.
Tell you the only one with drip, man.
Man, don't be like
drip,
that.
Man.
I don't even know what I've shown and what I haven't
ain't showing them
shown.
UNCs.
Oh, okay. I'll put those.
Why are you trying to put my man out there where you see what he got from Huntsville with your big old eyes?
Everybody know these UNC ones. I still haven't worn them yet. Clean shoe. I'll find
very clean.
Come with the black laces, and then you get the blue laces.
If you're not gonna wear them, send it my way, fam.
What size?
You can't fit this size, brother. You can't fit this size.
It's too small.
This is size 12.
It wasn't too small.
Size 12, brother. Size 12.
Oh man, my small J's are size 12, fam.
He's a lie,
bro. You made it. He tried you.
He's a lie.
Hey, my last year shoes are 12. Man.
That's why I laughed. That's why I laughed when he said he can't fit the women's size. I'm like, you wear a 10, 9.5.
You were 10.
Nah, you can fit the women only release.
Y'all stop, man. Somebody may be watching our show right now. They wear 8.5. Y'all stop, man. Listen, man, we out, man. Let's just go ahead and kill this thing. Thank you all so much, man. On your Memorial Day, you kicked it with us. For that, we are grateful. Shout out to each and every one of you for taking time to kick it with us, man. And to the 4 guys in this room, including myself, man. I'm grateful for what you all do, including myself. Gio on the 1s and 2s, the production.
What is he doing?
You do your dizzle.
What is he doing?
It's going down. All right.
I'm pointing at everybody in the show.
Oh.
yes, sound effects.
Y'all, we out, man. That's right.